Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 3 Reloaded. It is January 10th. And we should just have an invite from Keisuke. We will respond to him in a little bit. I'm going to go around. I'm just going to talk to C's. We are going to go to Tartarus tonight, so I'm going to keep things relatively tame this afternoon. I don't really want to run around a ton. I guess, well, realistically, I probably could have just done this talking tonight because they tend to just stay here, but hey, here we are. Oh yeah, we have tomorrow off for, what was it again? Ah, right, it's coming of age day. Like I said before, I just hope I can make it to my 20th birthday. Yeesh. Akihiko and I will be taking our college entrance exams on the 16th and 17th, so we'll be out during the afternoon. But we should be able to make it back before nightfall. Therefore, we'll be available to go to Tartarus, so not to worry. Oh, okay. Weird. Well, I guess it is, you know, the end of the world, so it's nice that they can make time for us and everything. I thought at least our school would be safe from all that cult crap, but I guess I was wrong. All our classmates are talking about the end of the world and salvation and stuff. Why do we have to go through this at school, too? I do not know, but I'm gonna go hang out with Keisuke. Been feeling the burnout starting to creep up on me, so I'm gonna take some time for myself and go out. I know you're probably busy, but I'd love it if you join me. Just let me know what you decide. Okay, let's go. I've got my Norn with me. Lately, I've been reading all these autobiographies by famous people. They were all so successful in life. I wonder what they were like at my age. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I hate my dad. God, this went sideways so quick. First he tells me to quit the club. Now he tells me to go study abroad. This is all his fault. Why does he keep changing his mind? I hate that you're right is the right answer. I hate that I have to just, I'm saying what they want me to, I'm saying what they want to hear. Sorry, I'm embarrassed by the way I'm acting. You don't have to agree with me all the time, you know, then why was that the best answer? You can tell me when I'm wrong. Then why was that the best answer? Okay, we learned a little bit more about him today. Sorry, I didn't mean to have a conversation like this when I invited you here. Why don't we get some cake? I'll treat you. Speaking of sweets, the human brain requires 20% of the glucose derived from the body's metabolism process to function properly. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, sure, okay, all right. Anyway, we are back at the dorm, and we are back. Any new dialogue? No. So I am gonna go ahead and grab I'm going to grab a gamble fortune today. That's what the guide says to do. Usually it just tells you to do whatever you want. I don't know why. We will find out maybe later. Increases chances of enemies turning into strong and rare enemies. Maybe for drops here or there. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to follow the guide. If I don't, it's not the worst thing in the world. So, with those things out of the way, let us go ahead and talk to Fuka and head over to Tartarus. I know this is a quick turnaround from the last one. We went on December 30th. That's the last time we went to Tartarus. So it's been actually less than 2 weeks, which is, other than like weird story reasons, this is the fastest turnaround that we've had. And no dialogue. Okay. Also no missing people. Let me see. I should probably work on leveling people up. I will do this setup, and I can shoot for Koromaru and meet Tsuru on a clock. So we go all the way up to floor 225. We go up another yes, gamble fortune, whatever. Next floor. And here's where it ends. Let me make sure I've got Siegfried, good. All right, we are good to go. We should see the gears turning. And if I'm not mistaken, this next area is actually one of my favorites in Tartarus. Of course, they're saving it for the end of the game, and hopefully we don't have to deal with all this psychedelic stuff anymore because it makes it hard to see shadows. We don't know what's waiting ahead, so please be careful going forward. I wonder what the next area is gonna be like. We will see, is it? Yes, it is. I love this area. It's super cool. Is this voice acted?
Leader.
No. Leader, can you hear me? It seems like there are multiple gatekeeper types up ahead. We'll need to defeat them all. I'm getting powerful readings from all of them, but we can manage, right? Of course. We'll be just fine. You're right. I mean, we've already made it this far. It's reassuring to hear though, Yuki-kun. Our goal is the summit of this tower. Let's take it one step at a time. Everyone's strength and resolve as we head into the final battle. And with that, we have unlocked Judgment Rank 2. Yes, just by getting to this floor, you rank up your Judgment social link. Well then, please continue onward. Make sure to be careful as you keep going, and don't push yourself too hard. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of Gatekeeper fights coming up, but I really like this area. It's very different from the rest of Tartarus. It's like the layout is very, I don't know, curved. Like you look at the mini map and all of the like the tile set. It's a bunch of like quarter circles, which is very different from the rest of Tartarus, where that's more, most of the areas are more like straight lines and hard 90-degree turns. I don't know. I just think it's cool. But yes, we are finally close. Well, not finally, obviously not yet, but we are slowly making our way to the top of the Tower of Demise. It has been a very, very long journey to get here, and we are going to do our best to take it one step at a time. And yes, there are a lot of Gatekeeper fights. Fuka mentioned that. You do need to be prepared for lots of mini-bosses coming up, because obviously if this is getting towards the end, we're definitely going to be tested a little bit. This is not going to be an easy journey to the top, and even when we do get to the top, we will eventually have Nyx waiting for us, which, as Ryoji has said, Nyx is not defeatable. We can't stop her? I don't know if they've given Nyx, like, a pronoun. Nyx is kind of just like a thing. You'll see later down the line. And you block physical, or you block slash. That's really, really unfortunate. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Okay. This is always the awkward moment when you're using... Okay, are you weak to strike? Are you weak to punch skills? You're weak to punch. Never mind, just kidding. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and get into Persona bios. We do have quite a few. It seemed like when I was typing these out, it seemed like there were more than normal. We're gonna fuse a lot of Personas as we go through here, and I guess that means that there are inherently going to be a lot of different bios that I have to do. So the first one is Yearlonger. This is No Step on Snack. It's a goofy looking persona, it really is, but this is an aboriginal snake that brings rain and life with it, and is also known as the rainbow snake or serpent. And okay, this is a bit of a weird bio. I mean, I know it's not uncommon to have weird stories, especially like with mythologies and stuff. They are certainly... I need to heal. Now we're good. Anyway, so Yearlonger, it gets woken up by the smell of menstrual blood and would swallow girls whole and then regurgitate them. Apparently that's supposed to symbolize like a boy entering manhood or something. I don't know. Some of the information, especially that's on the SMT wiki, is weird to say the least. I mean, yeah, mythology is weird. In game, this is a... Yearlonger is a tank persona. It's got crazy high endurance. It also gets evade fire, evade electric, and evade dark. It'd be nice to get evade, or excuse me, like resist or block or reflect dark just to cover its only weakness, but yeah, it's a tank persona. I've mentioned this, and we're gonna have a lot of these that pop up over the next few bios. I don't really know what to do with tank personas. I'm sure they're useful in certain cases, but it just doesn't seem like they're super useful in this game, especially with a game that's so Tartarus heavy with so many random encounters. It just doesn't... I don't know. I find that it's better to kill enemies quickly than to try to outlast them, as this thing is concentrated, and now I am a little scared. Do you have a dark skill? You do have Megi Dole on. Please don't kill me. Am I dead? I'm very close to being dead. Okay, I'm going to the Theurgy here. So yes, that's Yearlonger. Next persona is Adavaka. So this is a child-eating demon from Buddhism, and would eat children up until Buddha changed him. His name literally means Lord of the Forest, and after Buddha changed him, he eventually became more of a protector god, deity type of guy. So one of the many stories of Buddha positively impacting the people around him. No, I don't want to go to the next floor. In game, this is the ultimate persona of the Strength Arcana, and it is very good. Most of the ultimate personas are pretty good. So it is one of 2 personas to get Firm Stance. Firm Stance is a skill that halves all incoming damage, but prevents you from dodging. So it's a very unique trade-off, but it is very, very strong, and it is good on basically everything. The only other persona that gets this skill is Asura at level 91, so if you want to have this skill, at least for a little bit, you're going to have it on Adavaka. It also gets a lot of really good skills like God's Hand, Brave Blade. It gets Auto Mataru Kaja. It gets Media Rahan. It's got great strength and great endurance. So overall, this is a really fantastic pick. Would definitely recommend picking it up and using it. Obviously, I've said this before, with physical attackers, you're probably just going to be using Siegfried, but this has a lot of good skills, especially with Firm Stance. The worst thing you can do is grab it, fuse Firm Stance into something else, and you'll be golden. Next persona is Baalzebul. So this is kind of weird. It's kind of confusing with Beelzebub, who we will see in just a minute here. It possibly comes from the Syrian deity Baal, who is also a persona. And his name literally translates to Lord of the High Place and is often associated with death. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of similarities between Baalzebul, Baal, and Beelzebub. They all kind of blend together. And it's funny because even on the SMT wiki, on its page, it lumps them together on the same page. So you have to like switch through tabs when you're looking at stuff. It's very weird. But in-game, Baalzebul is... It's okay. It gets Magarudyne, Aegeon, Zeodyne, Pantaray. So it's got a very diverse set of offensive skills, but it really needs more passives to make it effective. Its magic is also kind of low for this point in the game, so I think it would probably be best used as fusion fodder. Just being able to take those skills, put it into something you want, especially, you know, Pantaray and Magarudyne. That's a great combination, but I don't know. You would, if you wanted to use it, you would absolutely have to fuse something into it. Yeah, I would maybe pass up on using this, but again, like all personas, you can make it work. But that is that enemy down, and I'm kind of concerned why the guide wanted me to do the Gamble Fortune, because now I have to deal with all these stronger enemies, and it just inherently takes longer to get rid of them. So I hope you guys are enjoying the new year. For me, it's January 3rd today, so I have enjoyed everything. It's the weekend, so I don't know. I'm slowly coming to terms with the fact that I am gonna have to go back to work soon, because obviously, if it's the holidays, I don't have to go back to work, and now it's just like, reality is hitting me. It's Saturday. I've only got one more day off, so I have to go back, but it's fine. You know, I'm enjoying it. It was nice to see everybody. I love my family very much, but 24 hours is usually enough for me to be ready to go back and do my own thing. I like my own space. I don't know. There's nothing bad about them, but I don't know. It's just, I'm somebody who likes to do my own thing, and I think my parents are kind of the same way. They like being in their own space, doing their own thing, and not really being tied down to family. And I always enjoy hanging out with the family that I pick myself. Like, I would much, this sounds awful, I'd much rather hang out with my friends than my family, as much as I do love my family. I don't know, maybe I feel like I can be more authentically myself around my friends, since they're the people that I pick. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to describe and articulate, which is weird, because I feel like generally I'm pretty good at articulating how I feel, but this is one of those instances where I don't really know how to describe it. And again, I really don't dislike my family. I enjoy them, but I also like being in my own space. I also think it's kind of just a little dull at my grandparents because that's where I stay. There's not a ton to do, I feel like. But we are at the first gatekeeper, and I have basically no health, so I am going to heal up, and I'm going to save. And we are getting down to the end of this. 71 hours. We have definitely gotten our money's worth out of this game. I mean, this is my 3rd playthrough of this game, I think. I think it's my 3rd. Do I want to Sylphid Aura? I'll Sylphid Aura. Because I did my own personal playthrough, and then I did my practice run of this game, and then obviously now I'm doing this. Fortunately, it's not like Royal, where I had to play through the game about 80,000 times, because I did like my own personal playthroughs, and then I did a couple more on my own before deciding that I wanted to like make a channel and shit, and then I had to do a practice run, and then I had to do like all of the weird stuff. Like there's a bunch of optional scenes that you'll miss if you don't do the Royal ending, or you don't do the vanilla ending, and then you also have to take into account there's a bunch of scenes where you have romantic options and you have platonic options with all the different characters. It's kind of a lot, and it still surprises me just how much that game has that you can miss. Like there's just so much optional stuff, and because of the way the game is structured with the whole calendar system, it's very easy to just miss a lot of things, and then you have to do a completely new playthrough if you want to see them. So I remember, God, that theurgy is so strong. I remember getting to a point where I was like, okay, I realized that I had to play through the game again for the platonic Christmas Eve scene. Hold on. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, cool. Looks like we're already connected. Yo, how goes? Sounds like you guys are on a roll. Ryoji was saying there was no way we could win. The way things are going, this will be a cakewalk. I'm just kidding, but it'd be sweet though. No, don't get careless. Be careful. Don't worry, man. I'm not taking it lightly. I'm just being confident, you know? Better to think you can do it than to think you can't, right? Don't get me wrong. I know he was serious when he said we couldn't defeat Nyx. So I'm gonna laugh my ass off when we prove him wrong. I can sense everyone's strength and resolve as we head into the final battle. And with that, we have unlocked Judgment Rank 3. I think you can see where this is going tonight. Alright, people. All the best to you. If you're in a pinch, you know who to call. Yes, you can kind of see where this is going. Slowly getting everybody together so that we can defeat, hopefully, Nyx at the end of all this. Hanzo's sandals, I'll take those. And then... okay, there it is. Grab this. 3 Twilight Fragment chest. Antimatter cannon, give that to Aigis, because she's the only one who can use that type of gear. Anyway, oh yeah, so I was talking about doing my million different playthroughs with Royal. Still a ways off, but I'm picking up a strong enemy above you. I'm anticipating a tough fight, so you'll want to be ready. But yeah, it's just, there's so many different options, from the romantic and platonic options to the different scenes, depending on whether you're doing the Royal content or the vanilla content. It's just, I got to a point, I think I was like 2 weeks away from Christmas Eve and realized that I had to do a vanilla ending playthrough where I did all platonic relationships, and I went through like 15 hours a game in 2 weeks, like 15 to 20 hours a game in like a week and a half, and it was the worst. It was the worst way to play the game I have ever seen. Like, I sped through all the dialogue. I basically grabbed all the busted DLC personas, sped through all the palaces. It was not fun. It's like the worst way you can play Persona. It was not good. Would not recommend doing that unless you're doing like some kind of challenge run, or you're speeding through so that you can fight the super bosses in that game, because I know in I don't know about vanilla P5, but I know for Royal to do the optional super boss at the end, it has to be New Game Plus. But anyway, next Persona bio. This is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of beauty, luck, and love. She is the wife of Vishnu. And I don't know if I've talked about this. She is part of the Tridevi, I believe. So the Trimurti is like the big three of Hindu deities, and the Tridevi are their wives. So Lakshmi is also the embodiment of the ideal woman and is known to be a great dancer. In-game, Lakshmi is the ultimate persona of the Fortune Arcana. She's a healer persona, so she does have pretty good magic if you want to use her offensively. That's a great option. She basically gets all of the good offensive skills, or excuse me, all the good healing skills. So she gets Amrita Shower, she gets Salvation, she gets Diarahan. I would recommend fusing Spellmaster into her. So if you don't remember, Spellmaster is the skill that halves the SP cost of all skills. Ooh. Does Spellmaster work on healing skills? I actually don't remember. So maybe not. Maybe that doesn't work. But yeah, so Salvation is obviously going to be pretty costly. It's not exactly a cheap skill, but if you need a healer, this is a great option. You can definitely use her offensively, but she's built to be a healer. Next persona, this is Attis. So Attis is from Greek mythology. Attis is Cybele's son, and okay, so he was castrated and then had his manhood buried, and then Attis was conceived when his mother ate a fruit that blossomed from that spot of land. It's really weird. I mean, I know I prefaced this before, but mythology is weird. Anyway, Attis grew up to be an attractive man, and Cybele decided to pursue him, and he ended up dying, and Zeus revived him. It's really weird, and then I guess he had followers, and his followers would celebrate him by castrating themselves. Don't ask me. I am just the messenger. I did not make up this story. I swear to God, blame the SMT wiki. That's where I got the information from. Anyway, in-game, Attis is the ultimate persona of the Hanged Man Arcana. You get Endure, Enduring Soul, and Survival Tricks. So if you're looking for a persona that's going to keep you alive, Attis is probably your best bet. If I'm not mistaken, I think you do need those skills going into like the super boss. I think I read that, so it would be good for that. But yeah, that's really what you're gonna be looking for. I mean, I guess you also get Rekarmdra and you get Sama Rekarm, so you know, you've got good affinities. Megidolion is nice. I guess if you want to get rid of its weaknesses and kind of use it as a tank, since it's got those like revival skills, that could be an option, but yeah, I don't know. Attis is very, very weird, both in terms of like the story behind him and also in-game. Next up is Ananta. So Ananta is the king of the Nagas in Hindu mythology, and we talked about like the kind of snake people, Nagas. We talked about those plenty. And is also depicted as having anywhere from 5 to 5,000, or excuse me, 5 to 1,000 heads. Excuse me. Clearly on the lower end here for this game, but is also apparently Vishnu's bed, I guess? Vishnu would sleep on Ananta? I don't know. In-game, don't. Okay, that's alright, I think. I think I can handle this. Anyway, in-game, this is another high endurance persona, so another tank-like one. No. No, don't do this. I should have just ran. Shit. Oh, shit. I have no health. Are you going next? What do you, hold on. Hold. Oh, this is bad. Okay. I think I'm gonna swap over and then just heal. Okay. Anyway, Ananta, another tanky persona. You get Auto Maraku Kaja. You get Resist Ailments. Oh my god. 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 This is so awful. I guess I just heal off until I can run away. You get Drain Slash to get rid of its only weakness. You get good affinities. I mean, it's a tank persona. I've said this plenty. I don't like tank personas. I feel like they don't do a whole lot. I guess I could have probably used one there. I guess I'll let Aigis go. That could have gone very poorly. I'm just Oh, there's a hand. Let me go get the hand, and then I can go to the next floor. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I need to heal everybody. I've always preferred, basically, the sweepers, the glass cannon personas. Please, thank you. They just work better, especially because the game is like 95% Tartarus. It just makes more sense to do it this way. Oh, you definitely like absorb everything that's not. Yeah, or you reflect it. Okay, Theurgy it is. I hate this shit. Okay, next persona is Futsunushi. So Futsunushi is the Shinto deity of swords and is considered to be the personification of Futsu no Mitama, which is, I believe this is the sword that was used by Susanoo to slay the Orochi. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It was a little ambiguous in what I could find, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But in-game, this is the ultimate persona of the Magician Arcana. So you're gonna get a lot of good skills, and honestly, Futsunushi is one of the best physical attackers in the game. So you get Vorpal Blade, you get Bloody Charge, which is fantastic, you get Apt Pupil, you get Mataru Kaja, you get Sharp Student, which halves the chances of getting crit, which is just nice to have. Brave Blade is great. Did I already say that? I have not said that yet. Unshaken Will, which is you cannot be inflicted with Confuse, Fear, Charm, Distress, or Rage. So it's honestly just a great offensive choice. Kind of a late game Siegfried. If for whatever reason you haven't picked it up, or maybe you used it for a fusion and didn't get a good one in the compendium for whatever reason, Futsunushi is going to be a great pick. Like, those are all skills that it learns naturally. It's got good strength. You're not going to go wrong with Futsunushi. I mean, like I said, ultimate persona of the Magician Arcana. Most ultimate personas are really good and tend to be very specialized in what they do. Like, you don't tend to get a lot of very diverse ones, I guess, but yeah, would definitely recommend. So we are working through this. I feel like I'm going through these floors a little slower than I have been in the past, but this thing reflects. Are you gonna be weak to like light skill maybe? Because I saw you have a dark skill. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I started a new game today. I started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time. It's something that I've always wanted to play for the longest time, and for whatever reason, I'm just getting around to it. And I tried playing the original FF7 years and years ago, probably 7 or so years ago. And I think I got around halfway through the game and just couldn't finish it. I just didn't enjoy it. I felt like, ooh, this is good. I'll get rid of Growth 3 just because I don't need any more skills. But yes, I have started FF7 Remake, and I got through the very opening, and I mean, I think the opening in the original took like 15-20 minutes, and it took me almost an hour to get through in the remake, and it was so much fun. Like the boss at the end of the opening is like this 4-stage behemoth of a fight. It was so cool. It was like, I've heard really great things about FF7 Remake, and I think it comes from a lot of people who played the game when they were younger, like played the original when they were younger, and they got to see, it's like seeing your childhood fully realized, and I would have loved to have been able to experience something like that, because I was too young to play FF7 when it came out. Actually, when did it come out? Before I was born? When did it come out? Yeah, 1997. So I was born in 98. So FF7, actually, the original came out before I was born. So obviously I couldn't really play it when it came out. But I don't know. I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm excited to play through it. I'm excited to play through FF7 Rebirth because I bought both of them. They were on sale a while back, and I'm finally getting around to them. I needed a break from new games after playing Metroid Prime 4 because that kind of ruined my faith in humanity, so to speak. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was really impressed with what I was able to do, and I'm excited to see more of it. Where is my no step on snack? There you are. But I'm looking forward. Oh, it's also, this year is Persona's 30th anniversary, which is crazy to think about, right? Like this game is, or I guess this series is older than a lot of people who play it, including myself, which is becoming more and more common as games are getting older and older, right? Like there's a lot of franchises that are older than a majority of their player base at this point. But it's just, I don't know, it's cool. I'm excited to see what they bring. I would assume a Persona 6 announcement is on the way at some point this year. That would make the most sense to me. I don't see them doing like an expanded version of Metaphor. It felt, granted, I mean, I could be wrong because the other Persona games felt pretty complete as is, and then they made expanded versions of them, but yeah, it's not really relevant. But I do think we'll get a Persona 6 at least announcement, and I have heard rumors about one of the early Persona games, either Persona 1 or Persona 2, getting remade at some point, which would be interesting. I don't know how those would work because I know that they are very outdated, and I need to heal Makoto because I have no health. I thought I would knock these things down, and I didn't. But, you know, I've mentioned this before. I have no intention on even playing them on my own unless they do get remade because they seem so outdated, which is unfortunate. I mean, it would definitely be cool to go back and experience those older games, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to play a game for the sake of it, like, oh, I like this series, so that means I need to play this game. You know, that seems just kind of almost disingenuous. Like, I want to play a game because I want to play it and I want to experience it, but I don't know, they look so old, and I get frustrated with jank really easily, and I get frustrated with poor game design very easily, and I don't want to lose some of my love for this series because I went back and played a game that was 30 years old. Like, I have played, for example, like, I love the Zelda series, I really do, and I have played parts of the original Zelda, and I just have no desire to ever play the rest of it. Which sounds awful because I love the series and I've played a lot of older Zelda titles. For example, like, I've played through parts of A Link to the Past. I don't think I've ever beaten it, but I don't know. I hold the series in such high regard, and I don't want to spoil that fun because I wanted to. Oh god, where are the stairs? Oh my god. I don't want to spoil that love because I played a game that was made when game design wasn't as much of a thing as it is now, you know? And you may feel otherwise, and that's fine, but that's kind of my take on it, and I don't know. I've mentioned how much I dislike Metroid Prime 4, and like, for me, it's one of the few games that I have actively just really disliked playing through, and if it wasn't attached to a series that I love so much, I would never have finished it. I don't want that to happen again. I'm gonna Sylphid Aura just in case. So that's my thoughts on it, and I'm sure there's plenty of people who are thinking very differently, but I got a comment at some point being like, hey, you're gonna play through the other Persona games, and I will go through and do Revival after it comes out. I don't know exactly when. It kind of depends on when it releases. I like giving myself plenty of time to play through the game normally and then also do a practice run just to make sure that I know that the guide works. But with this, it's like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Like, it depends on when it comes out, right? Because if it comes out, so the game starts probably in April, I assume. All the games seem to start around then. So if it comes out in like January, I think that's a little too quick of a turnaround. I might do something else in between. But if it comes out in like, I don't know, September or so, then I could definitely see myself just jumping in and doing it right off the bat, because that'd be cool. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But I don't really want to do a game blind, because I'd be worried that I'd miss stuff. And I guess if it was, you know, a normal game that doesn't operate on a calendar, then that wouldn't be such a big deal, because I can go back and do stuff and see things. But if it's... I also don't want to get spoiled in the comments because I'm somebody who takes spoilers pretty seriously. Like, I will... Like, if I have a game that's coming out soon that I really want to play, I will, like... If I get a YouTube recommended video, even if it's just a trailer, I will go through and say, don't recommend videos like this in the future. Because I want to experience everything blind, because I think that's way more fun. And I even did that with this game. I did it with... Ooh, what do I want to do here? I want Enduring Soul or Insta-Heal. I will get rid of Enduring Soul. I'll keep Insta-Heal. That's a tough choice. Yuki-san, can you hear me? Good job taking down the Gatekeeper. As we get closer to the top, I keep thinking about a lot of things. I wonder if this is how heroes feel right before the season finale. I don't think that's exactly the same, buddy. Sorry, don't worry. I know that in their case, they're only acting. I just thought it might help to think of ourselves as heroes or something. You know, heroes aren't strong because they never lose. They're strong because they never give up. That's what I think, at least. I can sense everyone's strength and resolve as we head into the final battle. And with that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 4, the Nyx Annihilation team. We're growing closer very quickly. According to Fukasan, there are still a lot of gatekeepers before we reach the top, but we'll make it for sure, and I'm ready to go anytime. Okay.
I've only gotten this far.
But like even with Reload, my first playthrough, I didn't look at any guides for it because I wanted to see what changes they made and experience that all for myself. And of course we get Endure, but we are slowly working our way towards the top. We are on floor 237, and I am ignoring Monad doors because they just take up too much time, and if I need them, I can always go grab them off screen. But next bio, this is Odin. So Odin is the most important god in Norse mythology. Odin is an exceptional ruler, warrior, and commander. He's Thor's father. He commands the Valkyries and also determines where Valhalla is. He would eventually be defeated and actually eaten by Fenrir during Ragnarok, which is kind of like the Norse mythology end of the world type of deal. In-game, Odin is the ultimate persona of the Emperor Arcana. He's an electric attacker through and through. I mean, he gets Mesiodyne, he gets Thunder Rain, which is severe electric damage to one foe. He gets Electric Amp, Concentrate, Spellmaster, you've got high magic stat. If you need an electric attacker, at this point in the game, just fuse Odin. I mean, you can definitely make your own and make it stronger than Odin, but there's no real reason to because Odin gets all these skills naturally. Might as well use Odin. Can I please get a clock somewhere? I've got so many party members that are so low level. So, yes, that is Odin. Next persona is Skaha. So Skaha is also called the Shadowy One, and she is the one who trained Kahulin, which we have seen, I believe. We've already talked about Kahulin. We should have. Skaha's also the one who gifted him his spear, and her daughter eventually became Kahulin's wife. In-game, Kahulin is the ultimate persona of the Priestess Arcana. She gets both Auto Masuku Kaja and Auto Mataru Kaja. So if you can get Auto Muraku Kaja on her, then you'll have all three right off the bat, which is great for your whole party, by the way. She gets Mabufudyne and Freeze Boost. She gets Invigorate 3. So these are all really good skills, especially in like Tartarus runs, which is a little unfortunate that she comes in so late, right? You get the two auto skills, Masuku and Mataru Kaja. You get that Invigorate 3, so that helps increase your SP at the beginning of every turn. So like these are all good skills to have in Tartarus. Unfortunately, again, she just comes a little late. So that's not to say that she's bad, far from it, but you know, you got good affinities, it's a good choice, and if you're looking to build like a turn 1 persona where you've got all the auto skills, this is a great starting point just because you only need to fuse 1 into it. So, that is Skaha. And next is one of the most infamous personas. I think we all know what's coming. This is Mara. Yes, let's get it out of the way. This is the penis monster. There are memes everywhere about this thing. There's definitely plenty of reactions to people who have never played the game before up on YouTube. Mara, there's a reason it's shaped like this. Mara is the representation of temptation in Buddhism. Mara is said to trap souls with fake promises of happiness, so not just sexual temptation, and was also threatened by Mara felt threatened by Buddha, and Buddha eventually defeated him, and Mara is also seen in Sri Lankan Buddhism, and he tried to have his daughters tempt Buddha, but they obviously didn't because it's Buddha. So yeah, a lot of sexual themes in play here, a lot of temptation. That's why it's shaped like that. Atlus didn't just randomly throw in a penis monster because they felt like it. There is actually reason behind it. Granted, they also did make a penis monster, and I've had to say this over and over, but whatever. We've got a Greedy Shadow. In-game, Mara gets an exclusive skill. I will use Tartar Search for Fuka. Gets an exclusive skill. This is it's Maralagidyne. Maralagidyne. Yes, that's how you say it. No, it's not Maragidyne. It's Maralagidyne. This is Maragidyne, but has a low chance of charm. Of course, it also gets Pierce skills and Pierce amp, because why wouldn't it? And it gets Charge, it gets Drain Light to get rid of one of its 2 weaknesses, so honestly, Mara is actually not a bad pick if you don't mind looking at it throughout the course of your playthrough. If you're worried about your parents walking in, maybe pick something else. Fortunately, I am living alone and I don't have my parents walking in on me, and they would definitely question my choices if this thing was up on the screen. But yes, that is Mara. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Greedy Shadow so we can stop looking at it on the screen. Well, that is Mara. I know Atlus makes some interesting choices for personas. Like, some of them make sense. I mean, Mara obviously makes sense, and then you've got like Succubus and Incubus that I guess make sense. If you like, those make sense, but others, some of the weird ones, like for example, the old design for Angel I don't really like it. I feel like it doesn't make a ton of sense. But the new design for Angel that you see in SMT5, I actually really like. If you haven't seen that, I would recommend taking a look at it. I'm not gonna flash it on the screen right now because I'm probably skipping through this section when I go to edit, because I can't watch 2 hours of my own gameplay. It's just not efficient. But if you haven't seen Angel's model in SMT5, it looks really good. I like it a lot better. It's one of the few things I actually remember from playing SMT5 because I didn't get very far in it because I didn't like it very much. But I've said this over and over. Now that I actually understand this combat system a lot better, I might actually enjoy it. I might not, but I've heard Vengeance is very good, so maybe one day. I feel like I say that a lot. It's been a while since I tried playing. I tried it when it like very first came out on Switch, and just it didn't click with me. But there are a few games that have been like that. Like, I tried playing Okami when it came to Switch, and the game is gorgeous. I just didn't like the gameplay very much. It felt very slow, and part of that came down to, this is gonna sound weird, the very weird critique. It came down to the text speed, like how fast the words pop up on screen. It felt like it came up so slowly, and that bugged me so much for some reason that I didn't want to keep playing it. Which, again, I know that's like a really petty critique, but that's just how I felt. There aren't too many other games that I just haven't finished.
Shall I take charge?
Whatever. But I hope you all are enjoying your new year. I feel like I've said this a lot, but I know people like making New Year's resolutions. I think New Year's resolutions are kind of dumb. For me, like, if I'm gonna change something, whether it's about myself or to set a goal or whatever, I'd rather just do that whenever, rather than putting an arbitrary deadline on it. Like, why do I have to wait until a new year rolls around to want to make myself better. I don't know. There's something that's I know it can be helpful to like put a date like, oh, you need to make SMART goals. It's what is it? It's I forgot what the SMART like acronym is. It's strategic or something, and then I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've had to do something like that. I'm gonna grab this chest and then I'm gonna dip. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We're on floor 240. How many damn floors are in this tower? But let's head down. Let's not be stupid here. And do I want to swap out my party a little bit? I think I may. I'll bring... I'll keep Yukari. I'm gonna keep these two for the clock. And then Junpei Akihiko? Yeah, I'll save the two really low level ones for the clock, just so that I don't have to worry about them. I will say, the clock is a really great addition in Reload. I'm glad they did that because it makes things like leveling up other party members so much easier, because in old versions of P3, they literally wouldn't gain experience if they weren't in your party, which when you've got a game that has so many party members, it makes it awkward to keep everybody up to level because they don't want to stay up to level. But I wonder if I can... Oh, you are going first. That's weird. I have Sylphid Aura too. Is my speed that low? You used the Garu skill. Are you weak to Zio? No, you're not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, weird. Maybe you don't have weaknesses? Well, I can just... Scarlet Havoc. Anyway, next persona is Abaddon. This is a demon associated with the Abyss, and takes the form of a human-sized locust who leads a swarm of normal-sized locusts. It's originally a fiery plane in Gehenna. That's the Jewish version of hell. And the Book of Revelation actually changed him into a demon. In-game, this is gonna sound really weird just based off the looks, I guess. And it has, its highest stat is magic of all things, which throws me for a loop. And this would actually be changed in later games. In P5, I know for sure, and I think also in P4, its two highest stats are strength and endurance, so it gets really changed later on, which I think fits its design a lot better. I don't think it should really... Ooh, Wind Amp. I guess I get rid of Mipatra. No reason to have that. And get Regenerate 3. I'm gonna get rid of Miragi. That there's no reason to have that. Well done on that victory. Keep up your diligence. You're approaching the 250th floor. We've come quite a long way. It hasn't even been a full year since most of you joined Seas. You've all done wonderfully. I can't thank you enough for putting up with everything despite what you've had to go through. Ramen's on you, bitch.
What?
Ramen? Why is something so simple? You could... No, you're absolutely right. We've been fighting through this whole time to return to a normal life after all. Those that we've lost are with us now in spirit. We will win. Everyone's future is in our hands. Yes, we will! And with that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 5. Yes, Judgment rank 5. Alright, to keep distancing the gate... keep dispatching the gatekeepers just like that. There are 5 left, so stay sharp. I'll also be prepared on my end just in case you need me. Okay. Anyway, keeping going with Abaddon. Regardless of it being good at magic for some reason in this game, it gets Deathbound, it gets Miragi Dine, it gets Vile Assault. Where is this chest? It gets Drain Ice. It's okay. I don't really like it all that much. I think you could do a lot better. It just... I think it, I don't know if like it having magic as its highest stat was like a typo that they didn't catch in development, or if it was something that they messed up. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I think they changed that for a good reason. Up next is Saturnus. It's called Saturnus. It's just Saturn. It's the Roman god of agriculture, justice, and strength. Saturnus also has ties to Kronos from Greek mythology. Ooh, that'll be nice to have. I'll get the Qichan Desheng. And his name is actually where Saturday comes from. If you didn't know that, Saturday is where that comes from. Actually, all the planets are associated with some day of the week. If you didn't know that, now you do. Just depending on like the names from different languages that they come from. In-game, you've got a crazy high magic stats. You've got Fire Amp, you've got Miragi Dyne, you get Inferno, which is the single target severe damage skill. You get Concentrate, Heat Riser, you get Repel Ice eventually to get rid of its only weakness. So like this is kind of the go-to fire attacker at this point in the game. If you want, this is kind of like what I said with Odin and ice skills. If you want one, you've got it right here. Like there's no reason not to use it. It's really a fantastic pick, and you can even do other skills onto it. I mean, I guess Spellmaster is probably a good idea to cut down on the SP cost of Inferno, but realistically, with Fire Amp, Miragi Dyne, Inferno, Concentrate, Heat Riser, those 5 skills, I don't know how much else you really need, if I'm being honest. Next, this is Susanoo. So Susanoo is the storm god in Japanese mythology, and realistically, one of the most important figures in Japanese mythology. So he is the brother of, I should have looked up how to say this. I never know where to put the syllables, or, so Amaterasu, I think that's how you say it, and Tsukuyomi. He's the brother of those two, so Amaterasu is his sister, and at one point the two of them got into an argument, and she was so angry that she basically hid herself away in a cave, and that plunged Japan into darkness. He did eventually make up with her, so he went to like a village somewhere, and the village was being basically harassed by the Orochi, which we've seen Yamato no Orochi, and he basically talked to them and defeated it, and when he defeated the Orochi, like a sword came out of its tail, I think, and he gave that sword to his sister as kind of like an I'm sorry gift. In-game, Susanoo is the ultimate persona of the Fool Arcana, so has been around for a while for us. He's got crazy high strength, he gets a bunch of really good slash skills, so Brave Blade, Vorpal Blade, he gets Charge, he gets Auto Mataru Kaja, Slash Amp, gets Repel Light, so just really a fantastic pick here. I mean, again, kind of another, almost kind of like another late game Siegfried if you haven't picked one up yet or decided not to use it for whatever reason. I don't really know what else to say. Like, you've got a ton of good skills. If you want to fuse like Apt Pupil into it, that's a great option. If you want to fuse Crit Rate Amp, or there's a skill coming up in a second. What's it called? It's called Arms Master, and it halves the cost of all physical skills. So it's basically the physical version of Spellmaster. So really great option. Would 100% recommend it if you want to use it. Obviously, if you don't, you can stick with Siegfried, which I may just end up doing that because I've already got one fused with all the skills that I need on it. Yeah, it's great. Also, in case you haven't noticed, we've got Jack cards that are dropping now. If you get all the tarot cards, you can get up to, I know at the very minimum, you can get up to Queen cards. I don't know if you can get King cards at this point, but we will find out as we go. And I am slowly picking up all of these different chests. There's so many right here, which is nice to have. I mean, I'm never going to say no to free items, but I'm just glad we are not in the disco section of Tartarus anymore. I can actually see enemies. I don't have to rely on only the mini-map to see where things are, which I feel like that had to have been the idea because Fuka makes note of it. But what are you weak to? Are you weak to electric? It looks like you are. You know, I have enjoyed this year of gaming. If you haven't seen it, you can look at my ranking of games that I played this year. I went back and played a lot of older games this year, just because I don't know, I just felt like it. So I went back and played Ocarina of Time this year. I went back and played Fire Emblem Blazing Blade this year. Had a lot of fun doing both of those. It's been a while since I played both of those, and I think it's fun to go back and
Moving on.
enjoy a more simplistic era of games where you don't have so many game mechanics. I mean, I guess Blazing Blade is still very similar to current Fire Emblem titles, which is not to say that the series hasn't progressed or anything, but like the core gameplay is still very much there, very much intact. But the story is very, very stripped down, and I don't know. It's a nice change of pace. You know why? Oh, I didn't get a crit. That's why. Okay. That's fine. I think I can just take these out. What do I do here? Do I just Megidola? I'm just gonna Megidoleon. Whee! Little girl says die for me. Man, I wish Alice was as broken as she is in this game as she is in Royal. I am really sad that Traits didn't make it through to this game. I don't know why they didn't. That seems like an odd choice when they already made other gameplay changes. Like if you didn't know, in old versions of P3, dark skills were... Am I healing with Makoto? That's not what I want. In past versions of P3, dark skills were... Oh, looks like we got back-to-back Gatekeeper fights. Dark skills and light skills were only insta-kills. You couldn't do... like just attacks, which is very odd. I don't know why they did it that way, but I wish they would have brought Trace through. I think I am gonna do some fusion real quick just to kind of get some of them out of the way, so I will be back. All right, we're back. Here's what I am rocking right now, and yes, I did fuse Mara because it just happened to work out. I don't know why. I don't know why this is such a magically inclined Mara when it's got... Of course it's got 69 strength. Why wouldn't it have 69 strength? But who cares? It is what it is. I'm going to keep on marching forward. We apparently have a couple gatekeepers in our way. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and Sylphid Aura. Oh, I'm not going to Sylphid Aura. Do I at least get some chests here? I do not. Why wouldn't I get chest? So we got a couple snakes. We got the guy with 5 eyes. And now I can Sylphid Aura. Okay, here we go. I think I'll be okay. I mean, I've got Scarlet Havoc. I may wait until the second battle to let that rip. I've got other Theurgies on deck. Who do I have? I have Akihiko's. I'll Oracle this one, and then I can Scarlet Havoc the next fight. Anyway, next persona on the bio list is Mother Harlot. This is also known as Babylon the Great, Mother of Prostitutes and Abominations on Earth, or the Whore of Babylon. Take your pick. Got a lot of really awesome names there. I mean, who wouldn't want to be known as that? Anyway, Mother Harlot is the apocalyptic incarnation of evil. You took 200 SP? Holy shit. Anyway, in the Book of Revelations, her appearance is related to ancient Rome. So the purple Rome, that's the color of the Roman Empire. The seven-headed beast, that's considered to be the 7 hills in Rome. Possibly this is a reference to the Divine Comedy, where the chariot represents the church's corruption, whose description matches her here a little bit. So a lot of different things going into this persona's design and also background. Endgame, it's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to skills. So Debilitate is great. It's like, that's obviously great. You get Mudo, Zio, and Bufu skills. The Bufu skill that you get is Diamond Dust of all things. Mudo Boost is nice to have. Its magic stat is good, but it needs more focused skills. So I would strongly recommend taking Mother Harlot and fusing better skills into it or using it as fusion fodder. But that was relatively painless, other than, you know, losing 200 SP on Ken right off the bat. Good job, everyone. Just a bit more to the top. Please be careful. Woof! Oh, it looks like Koro-chan wants to tell us something. What is it? He's so happy. Look at him. I feel a strong sense of urgency from Koromaru. I feel like he's encouraging. Woof, woof, woof. Look at him. He's so happy. Well, he's more motivated now. And yeah, everyone's strength and resolves, final battle, whatever. But with that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 6. All set, Koro-chan, then let's keep moving. Well, he's down there. We have not used him this trip because he's super low level. And now Ken has basically no SP. Nice job, bud. You did a good job there. And I did get a few Twilight Fragments from Elizabeth when I went to go do some fusions, so that's why if the number's higher, that would be the explanation. We should have another Gatekeeper right now, yeah? Yes. Okay, we get a big old castle dude. And 9 floors. 9 more floors. Okay, so we're getting closer. There will be a border floor. Could this be the last one? Let's find out ourselves. Yes, we are getting to the end. Clearly we've got a 21-day limit for everything, and we've got a border floor coming up, so we should be getting to the end here. And I mean, we're past floor 240? I don't think we're at 250 yet. I'll go ahead and Divine Retribution here. The other one, I don't know if I've shown that yet. It's kind of hard to show just because everybody has to be low, and Ken has to have his Theurgy charge. It's just a weird combination of requirements to have, but... Maybe a Zeodyne? Please don't absorb it. Please don't absorb it. Please don't absorb it. Okay, that's good enough. And then, oh, how am I so slow? Is Siegfried really this slow? I guess he is. I mean, I know he's a low-level persona for where we are right now, but I have done a lot of things to keep his stats at least a little bit increased, like doing all those Ryoji-linked episodes. Those help buff me up, but I'm just a little surprised. I guess I'll figure out what its weakness is next turn. Maybe I can use Fuka for this? I don't think you're weak to fire. No. I don't know why I did that with Junpei. What are you weak to? Nothing. You're weak to nothing, of course, because why would you be weak to anything? I guess Light's probably my best bet. I hate enemies that have no weakness. And I know, like, oh, it's a boss. Like, they shouldn't, you shouldn't be able to just knock them down and do whatever you want to them, but I don't know. With these Gatekeepers, some of them just, they don't, how do I describe this? They don't do much other than slow you down, and that's just kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to have to slog through these Gatekeepers. I'd much rather have a fast fight that's a few turns where it's like really risky on both sides, where either they kill me really quickly or I kill them very quickly. Those are for me the more enjoyable fights. But what do I know? I'm not a game designer. I just play the games. And you resist that. You're still shocked, though. It's kind of surprising. And Ken really has no SP. Man, that Spirit Drain on the last fight really kind of screwed me over. I was planning on using him for a little bit to give Yukari a break, but I guess, well, I mean, with his characteristic, I can at least get him, like, he'll still restore SP every turn. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But at least people are catching up on levels a little bit. I'm level 77, which is good news. And I get Spellmaster! What do I get rid of here? I guess Growth 3, because I don't really need it anymore, because I've got all the skills I need. And Junpei gets Brave Blade. I feel like at this point I don't need many multi-target skills. And God's Hand definitely replaced Gigantic Fist. Okay, we're good. No problem, the end is just about in sight. You fought your fair share of battles at this point. Anytime you're in a slump, just remember all the blood and sweat you put into this. I don't like any of these answers. That's deep, I guess. Well, I hope it keeps you motivated. Anyway, bottom line is, I don't want to have any regrets. I'll do my job to the best of my ability so you can keep it up too, leader. And I can sense everyone's strength and resolve as we head into the final battle. Same line of dialogue we've seen in the past who knows how many floors. With that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 7. Alright, on the next one. Let's keep this energy going. Yes, sir. Let's keep it going. There should be a few more chests over here. Can you get a clock on one of these floors? I don't think you can. But I always want to make sure I have enough Twilight Fragments. Ooh, give me that. Excalibur. Is this the best sword for me? It might. I mean, it's called Excalibur. It's got to be good, right? I do want to go back to the bottom. So we're at floor 247, so we are almost at floor 250. And Fuka said in, I think this was the floor below us, that we have 9 more to go until a border floor, which is nice. It's kind of crazy. There's a golden hand. So if we've only got 9 more floors, that... Are you kidding me? I don't have enough to auto-recover? I guess I can just use this. Anyway, if we are getting that much closer, I need to get through these bios. Next one, This is one of the first personas that we have ever seen. This is Thanatos. So, Thanatos, this is the personification of death in Greek mythology. Not a violent death necessarily, more like a peaceful one, like slowly dying, just like end of your life death type of deal. Which you know what I mean. Thanatos is also the son of Nyx and Erebus, and the twin of Hypnos. So, obviously Nyx makes sense. Maybe Erebus will come into play one day, but that day is fantastic. That day is not today. Thanatos, obviously, this is who Ryoji is, and if you, for whatever reason, forgot, Thanatos is the persona that came out of Orpheus at the beginning of the game and defeated the first full moon, the magician full moon shadow. So if you, for whatever reason, didn't put that together, that's what happens. That is Ryoji coming through. Ryoji obviously living inside of us for, what was it, 10 years? Until we came back and he became Pharaohs, and then, yeah, you guys, you're smart enough. You're smart enough. You can put two and two together. In-game, Thanatos is the ultimate persona of the Death Arcana. Only he and Beelzebub get Dark Amp. Dark Amp. This is a skill that did not exist in old versions of Persona 3 because Dark was only insta-kill. That actually, it works out that I mentioned that earlier. Yes, so Dark was only insta-kill in previous versions, and they changed it now to kind of update it because Piece 5 made Bless and Curse skills both insta-kill and damaging, which I'm a massive fan of that change. That was a good choice on Atlas's part. It also just inherently made Koromaru and Ken a lot better in combat, so yes. He also has great resistances. Thanatos gets Brave Blade. Thanatos gets Megidolion, Maegion. This is really one of your two best options for a Dark attacker because you get Dark Amp. If you want to fuse that into something, you're more than welcome to, but I mean, either he or Beelzebub, that's going to be your best pick. Next persona, this is Vishnu. So Vishnu is one of the Trimurti, so one of the big three of Hindu mythology. He is considered to be the preserver, so he keeps balance and maintains balance within the world and has a bunch of different avatars. Even the Buddha himself is considered to be an avatar of Vishnu. And I think I mentioned this, but he's also Lakshmi's husband. In-game, Vishnu is one of 3 personas, if you don't have the DLC, one of 2 personas to get the skill Ollie Dance. Ollie Dance halves the accuracy of all incoming attacks. That's just to you, that's not like a full party buff, which if it was, it would be unbelievably broken. But yes, Ollie Dance is a very, very, very good skill. Get the beat chain. Yes, I finally get a clock, okay. Vishnu, this is Vishnu, right? Yes, Vishnu also gets Concentrate and Pantaray, Salvation, Akasha Arts, gets a ton of good skills. You get Zeodyne and Bufudyne, which are good skills to have, but I wouldn't really focus on those. I'd recommend getting a more focused set of skills, so like you've got a lot of options here that you can use. Pick what you want out of Vishnu, and then build around that. Next persona is Masakado. So this is Taira no Masakado. He was a samurai during the Heian period. He's known to be hot-headed, but also very intelligent and very bold. Masakado led rebellions in various eras of the now Kanto region of Japan, and the government did eventually have to put a bounty on him, and his luck ran out at the Battle of Kojima, and he was actually killed by his cousin. When he died, people began to worship him as almost like a demigod of sorts, and his tomb is actually now in Tokyo, of all places. Which is why when you unlock the ability to fuse him in-game, his title is like the Protector of Tokyo or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that's why that pops up. In-game, Masakado gets Crit Rate Amp. It also gets Arms Master, which is one of 2 personas in Reload to get it. So there are actually 4 personas in old versions of P3 that got Arms Master, and that's actually been reduced down to 2 in Reload, which is weird. Anyway, like I said earlier, Arms Master halves the cost of all physical skills. which is very, very, very nice to have. It also gets Unshaken Will, which I've talked about. You get Debilitate. You don't actually get great offensive skills here, but you can fix that pretty quickly. You've also got some fantastic affinities. I'm going to Scarlet Havoc here. I just want to make sure I don't die. You get some fantastic affinities, so Masakato's good. I mean, Arms Master is inherently what makes it great. Crit Rate Amp is another great skill, so I would recommend putting some better physical skills onto it, or if you want to throw Arms Master onto something else, like maybe you want to put that on a Siegfried or a Futsunushi or something, those are great options as well. So we are rolling through these. I need to get to this clock so I can finally upgrade some of my party I say upgrade, but level up some of my party members. Also, people are running low on SP, so I'm probably going to swap some people out. It'll just make the most sense. Mitsuru and Koromaru. Oh, right. I forgot there's a limit to how far it will go. So I need to bring those into my party so I can level them up a little bit more. That's awkward. We can make it work. We can make it work. So yes, 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 yes. Come on. So I need to put Mitsuru and Koromaru, and I need a healer. Welcome back aboard, Yukari. We will do this again. I'll go ahead and save, just because there's no reason not to. And we will head back to floor 249. We're almost to floor 250, a quarter of the way to 1,000. Fortunately, there are not 1,000 floors in this godforsaken tower. Oh, no special dialogue for that. That's interesting. I figured there'd be at least somebody mentioned that we're up to floor 250. But we've got a few more bios, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these. Next one is Sandalphon. This is an archangel or seraphim from Jewish and Christian writings, but not scriptures. Sandalphon is also the twin to Metatron, who I can't remember if we've talked about yet. I think we have? Whatever. Sandalphon would apparently take someone... It would apparently take somebody 500 years to walk the length of his body, obviously not like that in Persona. And Sandalphon's also responsible for determining someone's gender when they're an embryo. In-game, this is the ultimate persona of the Moon Arcana. You get Divine Judgment, you get Mediarahan, Salvation, Akasha Arts, Angelic Grace. Drain Dark does get rid of its only weakness, so that's nice to get right out of the bat. You get High Endurance from Sandalphon, so this is kind of a safe pick if you want to grab it. Yeah, those are my feelings on it. It's very safe. There's nothing super crazy about that. And I finally fully level up Artemisia, and I get Diamond Dust, so she is all set. Tempest Slash. I'm gonna get rid of these Muto skills. I don't like Muto skills. And Masuku Kaja. I will get rid of Maega. Maegaon, fantastic. I will get rid of Virus Breath. I don't think I really need that right now. Fire Amp is on its way. Okay, we are rolling through these. Balm of Life, that's very nice to have. Next persona is Beelzebub. I actually talked about this a few bios ago. This is a fallen angel who has now turned into a demon. One of the two others who fell was obviously Lucifer. Beelzebub is one of the 7 princes of hell and represents the sin of gluttony, also known as Lord of the Flies. He's potential, so this is kind of basically going off Baal-Zebul. Potentially based off Baal from Canaanite beliefs, which turned into Baal-Zebul, and then Beelzebub. That's kind of how that happened. What do I do here? Hold on, let's do this bio real quick. So this is the ultimate persona of the Devil Arcana. You get Dark Amp, like I said, Maegaon, Concentrate, Demonic Decree, and Mamadoon. Good affinities. This is your other option for a Dark Attacker. So that's what I would recommend. So let me grab a Light Attacker here. And take these things out. Okay, how do I take out this other Minotaur? Maybe I could try a Fire skill on Koromaru. Is he holding a bone? Oh my god, I love it. I didn't notice that. Can I analyze you? I can't. Okay. Miragidyne? Maybe? Please work. Please? No. Okay. Well, I am a little low. Okay, you heat risered. I can live with that, maybe. Maybe not. This could be bad. Please don't kill me.
Did I scan on this enemy?
What are you weak to? What are you weak to? What? Dark. Oh. Problem solved. I need to rearrange my skills, but it's fine. Next persona is Shiva. Shiva is also known as Shiva the Destroyer. This is one of the Trimurti, the 3 gods in Hinduism. So Shiva's a destructive god, but not in like a malevolent way. Very similar to how I described Thanatos. And like there's a difference between killing somebody and just bringing them to the afterlife. Shiva's a destroyer, but like you can't have creation without destruction. And he actually often caused great harm to himself in order to help others. So a very different view of destruction, as I would say, like as opposed to Western ideologies, which destruction tends to have a very negative connotation for obvious reasons. But this is, in my opinion, this is kind of like a like flowers that can only bloom after a forest fire, kind of one of those deals.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
And we're on floor 251. In-game, Shiva does get an exclusive... Oh god, there's so many strong enemies here. I don't know how I feel about this floor. Anyway, Shiva does have an exclusive skill. This is Pralaya. I think that's how you say it. Pralaya, Pralaya.
Way too strong.
This is severe pierce damage to all foes with a medium chance of fear. I am going to pay attention to the game so I don't get caught and killed. I don't really want to fight all these guys, so just give me a sec. Okay. Also gets God's Hand, gets Ollie Dance, gets Invigorate 3 and Life Aid, which very similar to Skaha. Those are good skills. A little late now because you can't really use them in Tartarus runs. But you also get, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I need to save. Okay, let's resume. Where was I? Shiva doesn't really get enough for me now to recommend it over other options, but if you needed these particular things, I guess it's a good pick. Like, it's not bad. Pralaya is great, God's Hand is great, Ollie Dance is great. It's just, I think there's better options for you for physical skills, for different support options. But again, those skills are great to transfer to other personas. So let's see if I can not get myself killed in this fight while doing this last bio. This last one is none other than Satan. So Satan, in the Old Testament, he was the one who tempted humanity and also judges sinners for God. In the New Testament, Satan is more like the devil, kind of an opposer to God. That stuck, and he is thought to be the angel who rebelled against God. So kind of a bit of a different interpretations, just depending on which testament you're talking about in the Christian Bible. Basically, he's the sinner dude. It's implied that his angel name, his angelic name, was actually Satanael. And he lost the Isle, the AEL, after being cast out of heaven. In-game, you get an exclusive skill. This is not even the ultimate persona of a certain arcana. You still get an exclusive skill. This is Black Viper. Black Viper does... hold on. Massive almighty damage to one foe, which is great. You also get Diamond Dust, you get Maegeon, you get Mechidolion, Concentrate, Debilitate. Eventually you'll get Repel Wind, which gets rid of its only weakness. Really high magic stat. I mean, Satan, in pretty much every Persona game, is always going to be a great choice, and that's really, really no different here. So, that is the last bio for this Tartarus run, and if I'm not mistaken, there were no new questions in the Discord. Let me double check real quick. I don't remember seeing one. Questions? No new questions. Okay, so I can just kind of chat with whatever pops in my head. I get Fire Amp. I'm gonna get rid of Soul Shift. That's kind of useless at this point. It doesn't do much. And, phew, we're almost there, right? So, I know this goes without saying, but let's make sure we win this, okay? It's just, we have so many great memories together, and we should keep making more, you know? Oh, sorry, I'm being weird saying all this stuff out of nowhere, huh? Nah, it's not weird at all. Makes total sense. Oh, good. I thought maybe I was acting out of character, but I'm glad you're okay with it. Anyway, I won't give up until the very end. Actually, no. There's not gonna be an end. So, here's to making more memories, leader. And everyone's strength and resolve. That was a good one. I like that conversation as opposed to other ones. I know she's more of a sentimental person. I guess that matches up with my... Maybe that matches up with my personality more? I don't know. With that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 8. So, we are almost there! Ladies and germs, obviously we've only got 2 more ranks of the Judgment social link.
Where the real battle began.
And no Twilight Fragment chest, which is nice. Magic Incense 3, I'm going to heal up. And I am going to, once I get up these stairs, I'm going to Sylphid Aura. We get some of the disc dudes. Round 2 is coming up. I think she said we have 3 in a row. Maybe it was just 2, maybe it's 3. We'll find out on next week's episode. Enemy is strong. Well, actually I think it's only 2 in a row. But let's go, let's do this. This has not been too bad of a trip so far. I think I'm going to save the Oracle for the Monad passage. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have. I guess I can Mabufudine? Are you going to be weak to fire? Sorry, weak to ice because you resisted fire? No, that would make too much sense. Okay, so I gotta watch out for different statuses or ailments. I don't know why they changed the name. Anyway, I don't know. How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying your New Year? Do you have? I know I kind of trash talk New Year's resolutions and stuff. I don't actually have a problem if people have resolutions. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be one of these fights, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be one of these fights. I won for all allies. Mipatra Gem. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? I don't know. I know everybody typically has the normal ones of like, oh, I want to eat better, I want to get in shape, but like, I don't know, if you've got a creative one, I kind of want to hear those, right? Like, I mean, everybody wants to take better care of themselves and they want to do all these different things. Do you have a weakness? No. Why would you have a weakness? Okay. But, I don't know, I think it's... Are there any, like, new things you want to try out this year? Like, do you have any hobbies that you've always wanted to try? I don't think I do. I feel like I'm good on hobbies right now. Like, obviously, YouTube takes up a bunch of my time, and that's very fulfilling and you know, all that crap. But, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing really new that I want to try out, and I am shocked, and that's a little awkward.
Useless here. Keep that in mind.
I don't know. I don't really know what else to talk about. I did actually stay up until midnight this year for New Year's. I don't typically do that. I hung out with some coworkers, which, I don't know, it was nice. I actually really do enjoy my coworkers, which makes my job a lot more enjoyable, which is nice because in the past I've had coworkers who I really didn't. Why are you inflicting fear? Why are you like this? In the past I've had coworkers that I didn't really enjoy, which kind of sucks the life out of you, even if it's a job that you would normally enjoy. If, you know, if it's something where you... Should I just Odin here? No, I should not Odin here. I really don't know what to do in this situation. I guess this, Megaon? I don't know. I don't want myself to get so caught up in the people around me that I lose sight of why I enjoy what I do, but also at the same time, excuse me, it's kind of hard not to get caught up in that, you know? Like when you don't enjoy the people around you, it inherently makes you a less happy person, and it's, I don't know, it's like you want to stay in your own lane, but also at the same time, you can't really if you don't have a good way of, I don't want to say like coping with the people around you, but you know, your coworkers are going to inherently have a lot of influence over your, oh, I really need to heal Makoto. This could be awkward. Your coworkers are going to inherently have a lot of influence over your own enjoyment of your job, but I enjoyed spending time with them. It's really, is it the first like New Year's party I've attended? It was never really, maybe when I was younger, I would sleep over at my friends a lot when I was like in elementary, middle school, but I don't think I've really done something like that until recently. Okay, what do you resist? What do you, Okay, I can do a strike skill. Do I have a punch skill on any? Do I have no good punch skills? I have heat wave. That's gonna be good enough. And then I can, oh, let's go. I got a double crit. That's a good way to end it. So I do think this is the last gatekeeper, and then from here I can just go into the Monad Passage and it'll be fine. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the last floor is floor 256, and we need the floor with the Monad Passage, and then we need the border floor. I could be completely wrong, but we will find out. I probably could have gotten, oh, I've got debilitate coming. It's fine.
Excuse me.
Good job, everyone. Now there's only one more left. You're very close. To be honest, I was a little worried. I thought my desire for the ones close to me to avoid pain may result in my inability to fight. However, the opposite seems to be the case. I feel a stronger motivation to fight than before. That's called courage, I guess. I'm glad you found it. Oh, so this is courage. I suppose everyone has felt this all this time. I will embrace this new feeling and continue to fight alongside everyone. And with that, we have unlocked Judgment rank 9. One more rank. I actually don't remember if we rank it up all the way today. Maybe I was wrong, and maybe we do have one more floor of a gatekeeper. I don't remember if there's a Monad Passage here. Have we gotten the Judgment card yet? There's so many. I feel like I don't remember enough stuff about this game, and I just make myself look dumb. Yep, we've got another gatekeeper. Okay, last one. Border floor is on the next floor. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Siegfried and go ahead and Sylphid Aura. Oh, she doesn't have enough SP. Why? I guess I can do this. This should be good enough. So I guess if there's a border floor next floor, then there's probably not a Monad Passage, because Monad Passages aren't on border floors. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and Oracle right off the bat here. Maybe I'll get the full party charge concentrate. Please, Fuka, don't restore my SP. Please don't restore my SP. Please, 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 please. Okay, I'll take the Heat Riser. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference because people have already, whatever. I don't need to explain myself. I've got Fire Amp, might as well Meraki Dime. I have no idea what this thing is weak to. We will find out together as a group. Tentarafu. That's confused, right? I should be okay because I've got high speed. No, what do you, no, what, okay, I mean, I guess at least that does damage, but, okay, well, this is why you always have Yukari with you. There's literally no other reason to use any other healers. I mean, obviously you've got to deal with SP management in Tartarus, but, oh, that does no damage. Obviously you got to deal with SP management in Tartarus and all that stuff, but if you didn't have to deal with that, and, like, Ken would literally be useless. Yukari's just far and above the best healer in the game. Akasha Arts, I'm okay. I'm plus defense. Or I get crit. Please, don't do something stupid. Everybody gonna be confused? No, just those two. Don't. Please let me move. Okay, that's manageable. Good thing I've got plenty of items. I probably had Amrita shower on somebody. Probably. It's okay. I mean, this is most... Ooh. I'm just gonna Hound of Hades here. I keep forgetting to do Ken's second Theurgy. I don't know if I've shown it off yet. But I mean, worst case scenario, you just go watch it on YouTube, I guess. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Plus the thing's at half health already. And it's charging. Okay. I kind of want to kill this thing before it kills me. That's really the best advice I can give you in games. Kill the other thing before it can kill you, and if you follow that advice, you're never gonna lose. Okay, that's better, that's better, that's better. I think I'm just gonna dump everything I have into this. I have seen people complain that Theurgy is gonna take a lot of difficulty out of the game, and I don't think that's necessarily the worst take in the world. I like Theurgies. I think they're a lot of fun. I think they add... I think they do add a lot of interesting gameplay mechanics and a lot of things that you can look for. Oh, is this gonna kill? You're charged. Can I just, do I have anything that like resists all physical skills? No. But I can do this. I don't think I'm gonna die. Plus, like, it's probably gonna use Akasha Arts. Oh. Koromaru's next. I'm an idiot. Please kill, please kill, please, please, please. I got Fire Amp. This should kill. Okay. I don't know why I was so worried. I got the turn order wrong. But I like Theurgies. I think they're fun. I know that enemies don't really have a ton of options to deal with them, but I don't know. I've always liked them. The Gatekeeper signal just went down. We did it. That was the last one. About damn time. Been doing these so much tonight. I agree. It's been one harsh battle after another. But now that the Gatekeepers are out of the way, our path is clear. I sense an area with no outer wall a little higher up. It's probably the place Ryoji-kun was talking about. Let's go. All of us. Together.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Judgment Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the judgment within thyself.
But with that, we have fully maxed out the Judgment Arcana. We went from rank 1 to rank 10 all in one day. And we can now fuse Messiah, the Savior. We will see Messiah later. I promise we will do all the fusions. And that is definitely one fusion that I want to take advantage of because Messiah is incredibly strong. Let's grab this last one. We get the Butler suit, so... No, there's a Menad passage. Fuck! Oh, I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. I don't really want to do this tonight. I wanted to take a break. Well, this is floor 256. I sense an open area with no walls a few floors up. It's probably what Ryoji-kun was talking about. The way to the promised place. That's where we're supposed to go on January 31st. We've made it this far. I have faith in you. No matter what's waiting for us ahead, you won't. We won't lose. It's time to put it all on the line. This is the fight to end it. Okay, we're on the border floor. There is no chest for us up here. Nobody's ever been even close to up here. So let's head back. And what do I want to do here? Oh, well, we can do this. Please accept this. Twilight Fragments. And I guess I did a request?
Accepting a request?
Oh. Oh, this is... okay.
I can sense a presence.
At the upper levels of Tartarus, deep, deep within, I sense an immensely malevolent presence. This wicked shade prowling within the darkness. Let us call it the Shadow of the Void. This time, I would like to request that you defeat this Shadow of the Void. While it is a request of considerable difficulty, I shall wait for a report of your success. Okay, so we've finally got all of... How do I get this? Is this a antiquities thing? I'll find out. What do I want to do here? I should probably finish it tonight. I'm gonna do some fusion. I'll be back. Oh, you appear to be harboring a new potential. The personas you've acquired are resonating with one another, elevating you to greater heights. And we get a new Theurgy. This is Trickster. So this is Loki and Susanoo. Massive almighty damage to all foes, high chance of inflicting an ailment. Is that it? That is it. I'm gonna leave. I need to double check some things. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here are my personas. I have fused quite a lot of very, very strong ones. I went and tried to fuse Beelzebub, but it's a group fusion, and I actually, I don't have enough money for it, so I had to pass on that. However, I do have a Masakado with Charge. This is actually surprisingly easy. I don't remember what personas are involved in the group fusion, but one of them had Charge for me, so that made things easy. Oh, wait. It said 10 personas. It may not have been easy, but the fact remains that you still managed to fulfill each and every one of my requests. I hope that the many powers dwelling within your heart will aid you on your journey. And we get a Nihil White Model. We've still got these three to go. I don't know where the Tombo Kiri is. That may be in the Menad passage, potentially. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, should be the last one. We're gonna take on this last Monad Passage and see what awaits us in the depths over here. This should open for us. The Judgment Tarot's reacting. Looks like the door's been unlocked. I can sense a strong shadow just beyond it. Please be careful. I will be fine. I've also changed up my party a little bit. I'm running all the girls. There is actually a little piece of dialogue that you can find if you run all the girls and romance them. They'll all just kind of like awkwardly, it'll just be ellipses in the dialogue boxes, and they know, they know. But you don't have any SP. I should have done this before, but here we are. I went the wrong way. I hate this game sometimes. Why are there so many items? That's HP. I'm an idiot. I'll give Fuka some instant curry. And now I can Sylphid Aura. And let's go! Let's do this. Yes, let's do this. I'm ready. Come on. Okay, so this is actually the next day for me. I did not feel like staying up longer because I'd been recording for a little under 2 hours by the time I stopped yesterday, and I was just done with everything. And of course you crit Yukari. That's a great start. Oh, you just attacked? 2 bullets. Okay, this is one of these fights where it will attack, it'll say like, oh, it loaded 2 bullets, so like the next turn it'll have 2 attacks and stuff like that. You resist Diamond Dust. Okay, great start. Do you resist Siegfried though? You block it. Okay, well this is, this got really awkward really quickly. I think Mataru Kaj is probably a better play here. I kind of want to buff up. With these later fights, especially in the Monad passages, buffs and debuffs are your best friend. I know in some other RPGs, like buffs and debuffs, they may not be 100% necessary, and that's bad. Please don't hit Makoto. Okay. Buffs and debuffs may not be 100% necessary in other RPGs, but I feel like once you get into the later fights in Persona games, especially on higher levels of difficulty, it tends to become a little more necessary. You don't have any weaknesses. Okay. I can at least Marakunda you. It's a little unfortunate. I don't have any, what's it called? What are the words I'm looking for? Theurgy's on deck. But I do have this. This is very strong. You resist that. I can concentrate into Panta Ray because I've actually got Fire Amp and Wind Amp on the Saturnus, so that makes it really diverse. You don't often get something like that. You don't have any good stuff. Primal Force is my strongest option. Okay. Oh, I definitely need to heal. Yukari's very low. This will at least charge my Theurgy gauge. This is also a reason why I think Yukari is so good, because she just naturally gets her Theurgy from doing what... No! She just naturally gets her Theurgy from being a healer. Oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. 4 bullets! Ah! Okay. I'm kind of scared with this. And this is what I mean by buffs and debuffs. Like, if you don't clear... Ah, shit, what do I do here? I don't really know what to do here. I mean, I guess going for the down is probably my best bet. This definitely won't kill, it's Heat Risered. I'm concentrated, which is nice, but that doesn't help me with this physical... Oh, I got the down, okay. I know that, like, me talking about what I'm doing is never the most entertaining thing, but sometimes it's just nice to verbalize my thought process because... Oh, you don't have Dakaja. Who has Dakaja? I at least want defense up for this. I don't know, it's nice to verbalize these things when I'm playing a game, and I do this on my own, surprisingly. Ah, you're next. I need a Kaja clear. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Where are they? Where are they? It's Debilitating Suture, right? Yes. Yeah, I might as well use it. For whatever reason, I thought this was like a Kaja clear, but no, it is just a debilitate. Primal Force. I'm okay. Well, I'm more okay than I thought. Okay, I'm definitely dead now. But I don't know. I even do this when like I'm playing on my own. I will verbalize things, which I guess now that I say that makes it sound like I'm a psycho or something, that I'm just talking to myself while I play these games. But I promise it helps. I don't know, when you, it's like, I saw a thing that, like, train stations in Japan, I guess, what they will do is to prevent accidents, like, the train conductors will point at where they need to stop, and that, like, engages different parts of their brain, so that they do, how do I want to describe it? It engages the, like, multiple parts of their brain, so they're like cognizant of what they're doing in the moment. Whereas if they just kind of, if they were just kind of on autopilot, which I feel like many people are on autopilot, especially if you're going to work, then, oh, it's out of bullets. Then you, am I concentrated? I guess it doesn't really matter because you resist it. That's, well, I'm not gonna let the Diamond Dust rip just because it is kind of expensive in terms of SP, but like when you engage different parts of your brain, it gets you aware of what you're doing, and we could all use a little bit more concentration at this point. I'm surprised no, oh, I guess Yukari was close to getting a Theurgy, but then she died, and then that puts a damper on things. But I don't know, I haven't done too much. I'm not super excited to go back to work tomorrow because I've had a nice little break, and now I just want to stay on break. That always happens whenever you get a break for the holidays. It's like you have to go, stop poisoning me. It's like you have to go back to reality, you know? You were living in, like you're living in paradise that time when you don't have to go to work, and then, I don't know. I know some, like, so my mom, she retired recently and then got so bored that she actually went back to work. And I'm just like, why? Like, you've been working for 25, 30 years. Like, just enjoy your break, enjoy your retirement. And it lasted all of 1 year. She got bored and went back to work. I'm like, why? I'm not somebody who's like that. If I had enough money to just survive on my own and didn't have to, like, clock in and out every single day, I would absolutely do that. Like, if I could, because like with retirement, I've learned a lot about this over the past couple years because I've opened a bunch of different investment accounts. But with retirement, for most people, if you don't get like some type of government pension, you basically put money in an investment account and then just live off the interest it generates every year, which I don't know why. I never knew that, but I just didn't, I guess. But I don't know, if I could make, what, $40,000 every year just off of breathing and having an investment account, I would definitely do that. I would definitely, wait, I thought I debilitated you. Hold on, did I not use it to, did I use the wrong thing? I guess I did. Okay, that's awkward. But I've got 2 other Theurgies, that should be enough. I'll let this one rip, see how much it does, and then I can kind of make a decision from Yukari off that. I need to let one of them rip. I want to end this fight sooner rather than later because this one is kind of dragging on. This is the problem that I have with some Persona bosses, and I think I mentioned this yesterday where it just that did no damage. It just kind of becomes a slog at some point because, like, it just becomes a game of, okay, let's finish this. Let's do this. Akasha Arts. I don't know what my Saturnus is weak to. Primal Force, that should be on Makoto. Don't kill me. Okay, that's a little awkward. Just don't attack me again. Don't attack me again. Don't poison me. Why? Okay, at least I didn't get poisoned. This should be enough with Makoto and Aigis. I don't want to burn Yukari's Theurgy. I completely forgot what I was talking about. I don't remember. Oh my Garudine, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't. Oh, right. How these games, like the boss fights, just kind of drag on. It sucks. It is kind of just an unfortunate consequence of it being an RPG, and RPGs are just inherently a numbers-based game. Ooh, I'll take the cups. Oh, I get another one. You know, once, like, the whole point of the game is that you level up, your numbers go up, and then you can fight harder and harder enemies. But I guess we shouldn't expect an enemy to fight fair and square. They're doing all they can to take us down. Blah, blah, blah. I'm actually going to return to the entrance for once. I want to save so that I don't lose all this progress, because I've done literally just... I did literally just that, and it took like 10 minutes. I'm 12 minutes into this recording. Why is it taking so long to do these godforsaken... I've got a million of these. I'm not going to need too many. It just, I don't know. I like the high risk, high reward fights, and I know those can be frustrating because you're just like, why am I getting one shot? Like, there's nothing I can do. But for example, I've mentioned that I'm playing Royal on Merciless, and it's fun because you get to mow through enemies, but they also mow through you, and it makes it feel like the stakes are much higher because one wrong move and you get sent back to the beginning of the fight. I just finished the second boss recently, and I will say the first phase kind of sucks because it can just knock out your party members in one turn and there's nothing you can do. But in the second phase, you're basically knocking down everything, and it makes it so much more satisfying because the fight speeds up so much more. And, you know, I'm not somebody to say like slow and methodical stuff is boring, but it feels like the stakes don't mean much because there's so much more wiggle room. Like, I don't want to be outlasting my opponent. I want to be worried that at any moment, one of us could get taken down. Oh, Lord. I feel like Tranquility might be I feel like that's a good option here. I don't know. I think I've shown this off. This is a nice party-wide concentrate. I do wish some of these party members that get like their second Theurgy, that's a support skill. Ah, shit. I do wish that some of them... Ooh, what do I do here? I'm gonna lower all defense. I do wish that some of these party members that only have single target Theurgies did get a multi-target, so maybe... I don't know, maybe having the choice between... That's gonna do a lot. Maybe having the choice between your Theurgy being a higher damaging single target or a lower damaging multi-target, I think that would be cool. And that doesn't even have to be like a different one. It can just be when you... Are you kidding me? Did I get my wish and now I'm gonna die? Well, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. But yeah, I think it would be interesting if it were... No! Stop! Oh my god. This is one of those moments where I wish I had the reset fight option like you have in Metaphor. That'd be great. That'd be so useful right now. I haven't even gotten the chance to use any of my Theurgies. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I saved. Because, no, don't do it. Don't. Okay, I can live with just her. I think I'm gonna Trickster here because I am concentrated. I think that would I think that'd be better for me right now rather than Scarlet Havoc. I know Scarlet Havoc does a ton of damage and it can knock things down, but also that, yeah. And yeah, I mean, again, I get it. Like, Theurgies are kind of busted. Don't completely kill her. But I don't know. I just think they're fun. You know, they add another gameplay element, and Bomb of Life is probably the better pick here. I don't know. I get it. I know some people want harder Persona games, but Oh, you have healing skills. That's awkward. Please? I just need her not to die so I can use her Theurgy next turn. That did not do nearly as much as I thought. Please don't kill her, please don't kill her, please! Okay, well, I just shouldn't have healed. But I don't know, I think the harder difficulties, there's plenty of challenge in there, and I'm gonna go for this. I think there's plenty of difficulty in the hard... Oh, well, shit. And then this is another thing that I don't like about... Great. This is another thing that I don't like about SMT gameplay is that, or I guess Persona gameplay, is it becomes a game of guess and check, which is just not a ton of fun. Slash is terrible on all of these. And guess and check is just not very fun. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to use this. Oh, didn't do any damage, and now my turn is over. Right, and you keep healing. Okay, so I definitely need to take that one out. Do I want to just restart this? I feel like I'm in I'm in the revival loop where you just you res as an ally and then they end up dying the very next turn because like somebody's gonna die here, right? Nope, I reflect that. Okay. I feel like I'm just rambling. I've been recording for 17 minutes and I'm only halfway through this fight, man. Okay, I can do something here. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Okay, I need to use Miragidyne is probably a good pick. Surely something is weak to fire. Nothing is weak to fire. I just need to get rid of like one or two of them. Why do you keep targeting Tsuru? Don't kill. Fuck! Maybe something can take damage from Piers? Please don't have everybody reflect. That did, like, no damage. Okay, I need to heal. I honestly don't have too much else to say. I kind of said my piece during the recording of the Tartarus run, and I feel like I'm just rambling at this point because I didn't think there'd be this much. I didn't think it would take me this long to do these Are you kidding me? You know, I'm just gonna reset this fight. Good thing I saved right before. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, this round is actually going a lot better than the last try. I have realized that the middle two are weak to ice and fire, just depending on the color, do the opposite, so that makes things a lot easier. I'm gonna try to heal here. I'm paralyzed with fear, that's fine. But this actually does make things a lot easier. I'd recommend just focusing down those two, and when you're not having to deal with 4 attacks all going off at once, it makes things a lot easier. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Trickster here again. Ooh, that seemed to work pretty well last time. I know I was concentrated. I'm not concentrated right now, but it's better than nothing. Oh, I realize I don't think I've shown that off yet, but you've seen it enough times. I don't need to be quiet. It's fine. I'm gonna see, are you weak to anything? You're not weak to anything. Okay, so I'm assuming these two are very similar. That one, I don't know about that one, but I can take down this one, and that will at the very least be a start. I'm using Thanatos right now. This does have Dark Amp, which makes my Aegeon do plenty of damage, and I block Dark, so it's really just like an Aegeon with extra steps, I guess. But, ooh. I think I'm going to do Oracle here. I don't know if there's another fight after this. I know the Monad passages, they kind of vary in length for some reason. Sometimes they have 2 or 3. I don't think any of them have 4, but that's going to be really helpful because now I can actually use Yukari's Theurgy and I don't have to worry about restoring her health and then going from there. Maybe not. God damn it, come on. Plus, this is just annoying. Like, if I don't get to act, there's not much I can do. Like, I've tried to use her Theurgy basically every turn, and I haven't been able to because I've just been on healing duty with her, which I understand is the point of her. Like, I get that, but it's just frustrating. Are you guys... Your defense is still down. It's probably about to expire, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh that. There's not too much left in this fight, and I think I will be okay. I think I will. Yes, I am next. I'm going to swap over to Saturnus and just Inferno this. I think this will kill. I'm not concentrated or anything, but it's defense down, and yeah, okay. So we're in good shape. This has gone a lot better. I wish, man, that retry fight button makes things so much easier. It makes things so much easier. My Aegeon, am I weak to dark? I'm not. Okay. That's always the worst when you switch personas and you never know what to do. I am just gonna burn my Theurgies here. I'm gonna bank on there not being another fight. I really hope there's not another fight. But there's only one way to find out, and I gotta get through this fight first, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired of being here. It's just not fun, and I can't use ice, so I guess I just whack. I can't use slash either. Superb. Where is, Mara's probably my best bet here, because it has Pierce Amp, because of course the penis monster has Pierce Amp. And we are all good. That went so much better than last time. I got in the revival, chain Mabufudine. That could be helpful. I'll take the money as well. I'm low on money because I burned all mine on group fusions. Basically get no EXP out of that. Sight of 4 samurai in full armor is really intimidating. Did you spot the slight variations in their helms? Maybe Mr. Ono knows why they're different since history is his field? Then again, he might just go on and on and on until the shadows would eventually die of boredom. Well, let's keep going. There's still another powerful shadow up ahead. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we got one more. I risked it and shouldn't have. God, that one fight took 10 minutes. I know I'm complaining, and I know I really shouldn't, because, like, I don't know. It's just annoying. I should have jumped to the furthest point. I can't play this game. How am I this bad? Yes. I should probably restore SP on Fuka. But I am excited to finally get a new Persona game at some point, hopefully. I really wish we get an announcement this year. Like, it makes so much sense. It's Persona's 30th anniversary. I mean, Persona 5 came out 10 years ago. I know we had Metaphor, and Metaphor is basically Persona 6, but I don't think that really counts, right? Like, it's a very similar formula, but it's not quite the same, right? You don't get that cool, like, double life aspect that you do in this game. I don't know, it's just a nice form of escapism that I'm sure everybody enjoys. I don't see a shadow here. Is this where we last were? Probably. I don't know, it's that nice form of escapism, and that's kind of what games are for all of us. You know, we do this to I don't know, distract us from the horrors of our normal life, and it's a nice, like, what if? Like, what if my life really was like this? Does Sylph carry over? Okay. Well, hopefully I can get something that doesn't just block slash. This is not a Baden. It looks very similar. Okay, well, survey says if I'll debuff you really quick. Oh, this is one of the Elizabeth's requests, I believe. Shadow of the Void. I'm pretty sure this is one of the Elizabeth requests, and that's a little concerning. It also... Why did you restore your HP? Why did you restore your HP? Okay. Please. Yes! Yes, I can kill it with Siegfried. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. I can't do all-out attacks because everybody's poisoned. Well, at least I can knock it down quite a bit of health. And... I feel like I just maximum firepower here. There's no reason not to. I guess I could buff off, get off of Mataru Kaja, but I have a feeling this is just going to be a status fight where it just continues to poison me and then just heals itself over and over. So I think I remember this fight. It's been so long since I've been at this point in P3. Obviously, you know, I haven't. It's been, what, 8 months at this point? 8 months at this point, right? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, yeah, 8 to 9. Oh, you have dying skills. No, don't be like this. Oh, you also get to Kunda. That's actually not the worst thing in the world. I can live with that. Okay, at least we get an all-out attack with this one. Aigis is down, so it's going to do less damage. 381. How much is this going to do? All-out attacks are generally pretty good in this game. I'm not playing on, like, P5 Merciless. Oh, I should actually have just not done that. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and Mataru Kaja now, because I mentioned it, And Mitsuru is about to get her Theurgy. I know she's concentrated. And if I concentrate, I have Mataru Kaja. It's got Marakunda. I think it's got defense down. It doesn't have defense down. But it's about to. This is a nice one for single target bosses. I know it is almighty, so it's never gonna down an enemy, but getting the debilitate off in addition to doing just a shit ton of damage, like doing 1284, that's just nice to have. No. God damn it. I hate this game sometimes. Well, it is what it is. We just gotta keep going. Just keep pushing. I wonder if there is... Hold on. Let me double check this. Shadow of the Void. P3. Is this just gonna screw me over for some reason? I don't think I need to heal here. I can... No, I don't want to do that. Is this gonna be something that's just like super weak to a certain status? Hold on. I am a complete professional. I am a professional. Bear with me here. Where door after... Hold on. Is this... Oh, it's charged. Shit. I think I'm still okay. I think I'm still okay. It's attack down, right? And I get the down here. Is this just a one and done, Dia Rahan? Is this gonna, like, do something stupid? Counter its healing abilities. No weaknesses, no resistance. It'll use like poison and strike attacks. I don't think there's any, like, specific... It doesn't look like there's any specific mechanic here other than it just be a pain in the ass. Spend the next turn using an item to cure the entire team. Keep every buff and debuff active throughout the entire battle. Okay, I guess I just keep going like normal. I don't think I'm gonna die here. I know it's charged. It may take somebody down. I don't have defense up. Am I concentrated? I am. Well, I guess I can go for the Diamond Dust. Maybe it's weak to freeze? Maybe freeze? Please freeze? No. It is at least at half health. Don't, Dia Rahan. Okay. Oh, okay. I lied. That's fine. It's still debuffed. It's still debuffed. Don't freak out. And everybody is at least alive. This is the point in the game where you need to use all of your healing items because there's no reason not to. Concentrate, I guess. And I'll get Makoto's Theurgy up soon. It should go first. Oh, that's... Okay, it's worn out. So I guess after it charges Akasha Arts, I get an extra turn? Oh, I can't use my Theurgy yet. I'll have to wait for next turn. That's okay. It gives me a chance to buff and debuff everybody, which is probably a better play anyway. I do need to make sure I've got that attack down for whenever it charges up. Because I think it had attack down and it knocked 2 people out and was kind of close to knocking me out if it would have hit. Fortunately, it didn't for some reason, but I am not going to complain. It looks like it's probably only going to Dia Rahan once. I know Atlas likes to do that in certain fights where it's basically... Shit. No, fuck. Where it basically uses Dia Rahan as a way to... Where's my debilitating sutra? I need one. I need one. Where is it? Is it past all the gems? It's past all the gems. I know Alice likes to use Dia Rahan as a way to like artificially extend the HP bar, if that makes sense. Like I think they did that with one of the SMT super bosses, question mark? Again, I haven't played SMT much at all, and I really should play it more, but I haven't gotten around to it. I take forever to get to games, and this is just this is just how it is sometimes. It's just sometimes you don't get to play the games you want because you're so busy playing other stuff, and that did a lot. That's good. Don't poison me, don't poison me, don't poison me, don't poison, no poison. Come on, man. Aegis is next. Okay. Can I inflict crits while I'm poisoned? I can. This is actually fine. I think with Aegis, I may get rid of... Okay, so I can clear the poison. I can clear the poison, and then with Yukari, I can heal. And then I think Mitsuru needs one more turn for her Theurgy. I guess really I only need to heal Makoto, so there's no reason to Medi Arahan, but you know how it is at this point. She uses no SP for all of her healing skills. There's no reason not to just use it. And this will debilitate. Will this kill? I think it does. Yes. All right, so we are all good. That should be the last enemy in this Manon passage. And what do I get from Shuffle Time? I get Uno, Dos. I guess it doesn't really matter too much at this point because we're basically at the end of the block. But it's nice to just grab them when I can. Fuka gets a level up of all people. Shadow eliminated. That was the toughest battle yet, but we won. Who would have thought we'd be able to take down something like that way back when? Oh, was it obvious how scared I was at the start? Well, maybe you just have nerves of steel. Anyway, we've managed to make it this far, so let's keep fighting till the very end. And we've defeated all the shadows. All that's left is to go down and open the chest, so that is a good sign. There is still a door over here. Oh, shit. This gives me Avaricious Amulet and the Book of Tav. So I can get one more tarot card. There wasn't a tarot card in that one. If we can't open any of the unopened doors, maybe it's best to come back for now. Okay, are there not more chests over here? I figured there'd be more than just that. Maybe not. Can I go here? Door is tightly sealed. Okay. I'm missing something to unlock this door, so let's leave Manad. And I should be able to use the teleporter and go all the way back to the first floor and talk to Elizabeth.
Good day.
Yes, let's talk about requests.
Here are my requests.
Defeat the Shadow of the Void. Well done on vanquishing the Shadow of the Void. That was one of the vilest creatures lurking in the shadows of Tartarus. I'm very impressed that you managed to defeat it, truly. Please take this as your reward. Dead Moon's Husk. Where is this Tonbo Kiri? Is this something that I missed? Oh, I have to make it. You can... I probably should have looked at this earlier. Yeah, this is at the antique shop, so... That is fine. Oh, I do this tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. I do not need anything else. So... I do have a decent amount of money. I don't think I'm going to do any more fusions tonight. I do know that I need a fortune persona. Do I have one? I don't. So I'll go grab one real quick. And then I think that's going to be it for today. We are actually going to go back to Tartarus tomorrow. I will explain that more once we get there. We have a lot of free days coming up, and there are a few things in Tartarus that I want to do. Honestly, I probably could have split this up a little bit better and not done it today, but it's okay. It's not a huge deal. I can always worry about that another time, and I can also worry about filling out the compendium another day. But for now, because I do want to kind of finish this episode up and edit it and all that stuff, I'm going to save my game. Hopefully, there's nothing else that I need to do tonight, and I should be able to call it quits. I'll see you guys tomorrow.